Welcome back, everyone. This is Akinar here with more Elden Ring, where we have unveiled the entirety of the Liurnia of the Lakes map. Not just West Liurnia, as I originally had suspected, but also Liurnia North. I had to remind myself whether it was the north or the south. It kind of feels like it should be Liurnia South. But either way, we have the entirety of Liurnia revealed. And now we just need to decide where to go, because we have options. And we'll be thinking about that here in just a moment. But first, let's do just a little bit of thinking about upgrades. It has been a little while since we've poured some bolstering materials into some upgrades. So why don't we check out what we could potentially do here. We're not yet going to pull the trigger on an Ash of War. We're not going to do that just yet. But I think we might upgrade our finger seal at the very least. And I think we might we might put another smithing stone, somber smithing stone, into this magma worm's scale sword. I'm really having fun with the scale sword and the magma guillotine. This whole fire setup is really fun. So I think we're going to keep going with that build for now. So we want to, let's get our finger seal to +9, shall we? We have plenty of smithing stone 3s. And we actually have a lot of smithing stone 4, my goodness. Huh. Do we just keep going? Keep boosting that incantation scaling? That faith scaling? Let's go to +10. The game has given us plenty of smithing stone 4s, and we are a faith build. We've got other seals, potentially, that we would want to consider, but man, the finger seal has been with us the whole game, basically. It is a tried and true option. And why don't we just keep on, let's turn it all the way up to 11. Could even go to +12. We have so many smithing stone 4s, I think I'm just going to do that. And I think I'm also going to do the next upgrade for the magma worm scale sword. So let's pop some runes, shall we? We need at least 2,500. Let's get it done. 800, 1,600, and another 1,000. We're boosting our shit. Getting it up to snuff. We only have 2 somber smithing stone 5s, so we'll probably wait on the decision of what we want to upgrade next. Because I think the golden halberd is only at a +3, isn't it? Golden halberd would be a very strong candidate for the next +4 upgrade in the somber tree. But we'll definitely go one more with the finger seal. Finger seal +12. Very cool. Incantation scaling up to 151 now, which I have no idea exactly how much that increases our damage for our spells, but we're going to, you know, find out on the fly, which is fine by me. And yeah, so why don't we go ahead then, and we've got our spells all kind of, I might tweak the spells just a little bit here, just ever so slightly. I was thinking about how to just quickly rearrange. Let's get rid of the, we're just going to redo things from scratch here, because I want to put Blessing Boon first, actually. Let's make that the default option. Now that we have 5 memory slots, we want to be a little bit more, if we are going to be fully, if we're going to be filling up those slots, then I want to organize things just a little bit more here. Really anxious to try out this O Flame. We'll put that as the more immediate option, being a short range spell, and then the Surge of Flame. I think that makes sense. And then the lightning Lightning Spear being the most long range option that we can. I wonder if the more longer range option might be this Frenzy Burst. But I just love lightning spears. I'm assuming, I have not tested this, but I'm assuming that whatever buffs our fire, such as flame, grant me strength, fire affinity is not the same as flame of frenzy affinity, correct? It doesn't feel like that's... It doesn't feel like the game. But we could do some science, right? We could do a little bit of science. Which, why don't we just do that right now? Let's have a little bit of... It's not really silly science. Let's go out, though, and find a place to just fry some sheep real quick. Why don't we? Why don't we do that? Let's go actually to... Since we're doing some frenzy stuff, let's go to... What's the best spot here? I was thinking about going to the frenzied portion of the map, but you have to... I just want to fry some sheep. I don't want to have to go anywhere. Church of Vows? Let's go to the Church of Vows. We might also do a little bit of an NPC sweep with the Liurnia NPCs. Like, maybe we'll quickly check with Muriel and just see if there's any new dialogue. Just in case. We haven't really done that much.
Greetings.
That would suggest that we would get new dialogue from Muriel, and it doesn't look like that is the case.
It's said that a famed sculptor, when he glimpsed the sky,
Radagon's skeleton in the closet is all we have there, so... Okay. Here are the sheep. Here are the sheep that I wanted to potentially fry. So let's see what a normal frenzy burst does. And we'll just do not a charge version, just a normal one. 741. It also scares off the other sheep. Now let's do Flame Grant Me Strength. And see if we also get a set. I would assume there's going to be a 741 here. Really? 897. It also boosts the Flame of Frenzy spells. Okay, hold on. Let's try this one more time. One more time. Let's fire a couple more non-powered up frenzies. Yo. $747. Dude, it actually boosts the frenzy spells. That is so sick. Holy crap. And it's actually a kind of a ridiculous boost as well. That's like a 20% boost to damage. Okay, well, in that case, we might need to rethink how we are utilizing our 5 memory slots now. This is fun. We did the science, man. See, if I would have just sat there like, you know. Oh, I think we just leave this as it is. Because my idea was, this is our long range option. So we have like short range, short and medium range, question mark, and then long range. That seems good to me. I like it. And I really like that Surge of Flame, Surge o' Flame, is a way for us to like fully spend our FP. We can fully deplete our FP no matter what. And then when we take a drink from that cerulean flask, even though we still don't have enough mind to really savor and cherish every last drop of the FP replenishment from that cerulean flask, we can get as close as it comes. So there you go. Okay. You know what? Let's go to Jarburg. And ever so quickly, that's another NPC that could actually have... I had checked with Jarbairn after Alexander had progressed from the Gale tunnel. We had checked over here, and I you know, showed that to you guys from off camera. Do we have anything new now that we've participated in the Radon Festival?
Uncle Alexander won't come back here. My home is of the past. I suppose that's...
Okay, my home is of the past. Cool. Let's also... I think we will do a Liurnia NPC sweep. Topes, I would imagine, is not going to have anything new. But one of the, well, maybe the main objective that we have at the moment in Liurnia is to get a Glintstone key. That really is our one big main objective, I think. If you had to pick one. And maybe we will do that today. That is something that I'm very interested in doing.
Back to learn another? Why, of course. Find yourself without one, you can't pass, and you'll never reach the...
Yeah, about that Erd Tree capital, I'm a lot closer than you might think. I might not have any intellect, but I ain't no dummy. Well... In some people's minds, that statement is debatable. Like, the other big thing, one of the big things that happened last episode is we met the Blind Maiden. Admittedly, I have not had the chance to edit the footage from last time, which means I have not had a chance to take notes. And so I don't remember the Blind Maiden's name. But we did meet the Blind Maiden, and we gave away our grape. Our single lone Shabriri grape has been donated, donated to the cause of the distant light. What the hell is that talking about? Who knows? Okay, let's go to... I'm not going to the merchants. The only merchant that I feel like checking in... Well, okay, you know what? just because we mentioned Merchant Kale is who I was going to mention. Let's go to talk to Merchant Kale. You know he's not in Liurnia, but I just feel like checking in with the guy that we started, who greeted us at the beginning of the game.
It's you again, always
Okay, nothing new from Merchant Kale. Had we checked with him since the festival? I don't think so. Probably there will be some progression. Well, if there's a progression with people like Jarbern or Kale, that would be in the wake of finally defeating Radon, which I do want to get back to. I definitely want to get back to Radon at some point. But I am starting to feel like, as much as I have had similar interests in Caelid and the Altus Plateau and Liurnia, I'm starting to feel very drawn to Liurnia, at least in terms of the big objectives, such as getting a Glintstone key.
I told the all-hearing brute that I possess, or have you come was my other.
Okay, so nothing new with Latenna either. So where are we going to start then with Liurnia? We could make our way to this telescope and do some surveying. We could head back to the village of the Albinaurics, which would be fitting, having just touched base with Latenna. And we also, of course, have seen Nefeli Lu, warrior. So we could try to progress potentially 2 different storylines or quest lines. But as we said, the big objective, the real big objective is the Glintstone key, and I think this is where that is. There's also potentially an Everjail here. Would that be an Everjail, or would that be... I kind of wonder, is there a way to L1 map menu? Aha! I have not looked at this before. Multiplayer status display, that doesn't matter to us. Summoning pool list, that doesn't matter to us. View list of controls. Doesn't look like it doesn't look like it does what I want it to do. Which is what I was hoping I might be able to do, is temporarily remove the icons, because I wanted to look at what you see on the map before revealing the icons, such as this Ainsel River Well. What did this portion of the map look like? And would it look similar to this, or this, or this? And how do those compare to Everjails? Because I kind of can't see them now. Should we delve deeper? Let's go to the system menu and see if there is a if there is a map menu customization option. This is multiplayer. Doesn't look like there's going to be map menu cursor movement. Oh, I got excited for a second. That's just mouse and keyboard stuff. Imagine playing these games with mouse and keyboard. What lunatic would do that? Says the guy who played the entirety of DS1 and DS2 mouse and keyboard. I would be okay with the comments. This is one of those gameplay tips that I am specifically asking for. So in this case, this is not a prohibited comment. If you know of a way to temporarily remove the icons, such as the Everjail and the ruins and these other things, so I can actually look at the, like, unadulterated map underneath. If you know of a way to do that, feel free to let me know in the comments. In the meantime, that is a very random sidetrack that I don't think really impacts our... Here's another one, though. Here's another one. Is that an Everjail? Or is it a river well? Here's another one. Or, you know, it could be something altogether different. There does appear to be some sort of pool, which I had noticed before. A pool of water in the Carrion Royal Residence. What's that about? There are so many places that I want to visit. I think we're going to start, though. We're going to start by going to the village of the Albinaurics. Yes? Yes. Because that was a bit of a loose end that it felt like we left last time. Because we were trying to find the map, which we did eventually. We didn't have it yet. Now, funny enough, the map does not particularly help us in this section because, well, I don't think it does, because the map actually shows, like, what is above us. And I don't know how to get up there yet. Will we find a way up through this village? I don't know. I don't know. We're going to bring our page back to the party. Party with the page. It's a page party. Time to check out the village, though. This village is finished. Oh, wait a second. You look a little different. More menacing than the others in the vicinity. Potentially. Yeah, what is going on with you? I like your dagger. It actually looks like an Earthsteel dagger. Is that an Earthsteel dagger? What? I think that's an Earthsteel dagger. Maybe. I don't know if that detail is important, but I'm pretty dang sure that is an Earthsteel dagger. How does that matter, if at all? We will find out. Maybe. Yo, your outfit almost kind of reminds me of Eileen. You kind of have... Oh, yeah, you are tougher than the rest of the bunch. But not that much tougher. Get out of here. What is your robe, though? What is on your robe? Is this is a time for a glowstone, I think. We're going to do another glowstone viewing session. Because I want to take a look at your outfit. I am seeing snakes, I think. Snakes! Why did it have to be snakes? It's a little tough to tell. It is not exactly clear, but I feel like I'm looking at snakes. Maybe, maybe not. Might be too soon to tell. We know that one of the demigods that was mentioned by what's-his-face. Is that a jar over there? One of the demigods mentioned by Gideon. Is it, Oh, yeah, this is the other bridge. Right. Right. We'll go across that eventually. One of the demigods was supposed to have a snake-like quality. I think. There was something about snakes involved with one of our objectives, one of our Great Rune objectives. Okay, that is a jar. It is a very well illuminated jar. That is suspicious. But it's not one of the jar people. It's just like part of the environment? Question mark? That seems sus. That's very, very sus if you ask me. Okay, what do we want to... Let's, can we zap it? I don't know if I can aim. It's not letting me target it, so this may not be an enemy or anything. Oh my god. Wait a second.
Please, no. Dear me. I haven't a clue. No secrets lie with me, not a one. Oh, please leave me be.
I almost fried you to death. I almost murdered this guy in cold blood. That was a sus as hell jar, and sure enough, this dude was doing the old camouflage that we kind of had with Bach as well. The glowstone, I think, makes you look way more pale than you were otherwise. Although I don't know. You do seem to be pretty Albinauric. At least that much I think is true. Okay, I'm so glad that I did not blast you to death. So let's learn some more about our fortunately alive Albinauric friend.
Wait then. You're not one of them? Well, what a relief. Oh, goodness me.
Oh,
Albus.
it's Albus.
An Albinauric. As you can see, we're finished. The whole village is finished. The cursemongers have destroyed everything. No one that remains has their wits about them. I beg you. Would you look after this medallion? You must keep it out of the cursemongers' hands.
Whoa, wait, what? Okay, this is not the medallion that I initially... Okay, okay, my thoughts were in two potential places there for a moment. One is I thought, oh, he's giving us a talisman. But then, did he not say something about it being a half crescent or something? Did I just make that up? Because I saw that it was a, like, half crescent, kind of like... Okay, never mind. Either way, I thought at first we were getting the other half of the Dectus medallion, or the thing that was going to go to the Grand Lift, except that is supposed to be out in the Dragon Barrow, right? Some fort way out in Caelid. This is the Haligtree secret medallion. There goes our glowstone. What the heck is that?
And if you should meet the young Albinauric Latena, then please give it to her.
Oh, shit. Okay, there we go. There we go. We have... Suspicion was correct. We have been able to progress. We have reached a point of progression with Latena. Awesome. Okay, let's finish his dialogue first. Albus. We also had dialogue from the ghost by the well, which we may go back and review. But let's exhaust the dialogue with Albus the Albinauric. Are you on the map now? Old Albus, excuse me. Old Albus. Where's young Albus?
A chosen land awaits us, Albinaurics. The medallion is the key that leads to the city. It's only a quaint treasure for we who cannot make the journey. But for dear Latena, it is needed to fulfill her purpose.
Huh. So it kind of is serving a similar purpose to the Dectus medallion, in that you get passage to, like, the capital eventually by getting through the Grand Lift. But where is the Haligtree, and where does this go? That's the part I'm not sure about yet.
My legs will soon fade, and with them my life.
Oh.
Alas, this is the immovable fate of all Albinaurics.
Oh no! Well, old Albus. It was nice knowing you. Wow, the sun just decided to come out, didn't it? Oh my gosh, what timing. Wow. Okay, I do want to quickly check out the dialogue that was with this this spirit back at the was it a well? It was a well, wasn't it? What did he say? I'm pretty sure he mentioned old Albus. This village is done for. Please, even if it's just you, old Albus, hide well and still your breath. Oh, I see. Okay, so he was able to camouflage himself and therefore kind of survive a bit longer, right? He was able to manage to stay alive longer than the rest of the village that had been attacked by the cursemongers. Let's check the Haligtree Secret Medallion. Join medallions to operate Grand Lift of Rolled. Get rolled, noob. Where the hell is that? I have no idea where the heck this would be. Right half of a split medallion depicting the Haligtree. Okay, where have we heard mention of the Haligtree? This has been... It was the Mikola's Lily, wasn't it? Which we just picked up one of these. A flower signifying faith in the Haligtree, thought to be beloved by the Empyrean Mikola in his youth. There's another item that we might need to check out. What is it? The Bewitching Branch? Which also mentions Mikola? That might be worth checking. Again, brandishing the medallion with both halves conjoined, activate the Grand Lift of Rolled, granting access to a hidden path. In other words, this secret medallion will guide the bearer to the land of Mikola's Haligtree. Huh. The Grand Lift of Rolled. Who the hell knows where that is? Also, we're supposed to give this to Latenna. So are we even going to be able... Are we even going to be able to get anywhere? I would presume that Latenna... Somehow, we're going to either proceed with Latenna in order to access this Grand Lift, or... I don't know. I don't know how this is going to work. But I think we will give it to Latenna once we're done with the village here. We also picked up an ivory sickle, a dagger. Sickle fashioned from ivory, weapon carried by aged Albinaurics. These weapons are evidence of their dedication to the Haligtree despite never having entered its presence. We also learned something regarding... Oh shit, I forgot about this ruptured crystal tear. We need to try this out. This is the other bit of science that I meant to do, but I forgot about it. But there was some other blurb about Albinaurics. I think it was on this blood clot. Life forms made by human hands. Who constructed the Albinaurics? Could it have been Mikola? If they are connected to this Haligtree and they have like some desire, what did it say here? They have dedication to the Haligtree despite never having entered its presence. What in the hell? Let's keep going. Let's keep exploring. This is cool. I'm so glad we didn't kill old Albus. I'm glad he got to... he got... Natural causes. Totally not me firing off a... an unwarranted frenzied flame, which can be boosted by our flame grant me strength, which is awesome. We don't need to take advantage of this Crimson Scarab. We're gonna lose our page. Okay, so that's fine. That's fine. We have a few Albinaurics to go through here, it looks like, or gonna get my full complement of spells going. That would be unfortunate if it were to yeet me off of the bridge. Oh, we do get to resummon on this side. Why do they make your summon go away on the bridge? I don't understand that. Wait, what is this? Gold summons. Oh shit. Wait, there's a boss fight here? Or a mini boss? We get to summon Nefeli. Dude, what the hell is up with this? Is this one of the curse mongers? Is that who we're battling here? Is we're not necessarily battling the Albinaurics, but we're battling the curse mongers? What the heck is going on here? Is this a boss? Mini boss? It's just like a... If it's just an NPC encounter, then I'm kind of okay summoning Nefeli. Let's have some fun. We'll see. Wait, it is a mini boss. Oh my god. Omen Killer. Okay. Hits hard. Omen Killer hits hard. Oh my god. Nefeli Lu hits hard as well. Jesus Christ. Oh, okay, now I feel a little bit... Now I don't feel quite as good. Because Nefeli is kind of a little bit OP. Whoa, zombie dogs. Hold on. Yo, Nefeli is kicking some ass here. Okay, well this is gonna end up being a much easier fight than I was anticipating. We'll go ahead and use... I mean, maybe that was just gonna be an easy fight no matter what. So I probably shouldn't feel bad about using... We were doing a lot of damage. I don't think it was gonna take us very long to dispatch with Omen Killer. Was that the name? That's an interesting name. Omen Killer. As in fell omens and other gnarly looking creatures that we have seen in various locations. Okay, we have a Crucible Knot Talisman. Crucible Knot Talisman. Does this boost like our Crucible spells? Yeah, of course I can go there. No, it reduces damage and impact of headshots. What? Sounds like a PvP thing. Talisman fashioned from a bony knot that embodies the aspects of various creatures. Said to have grown on the human body long ago, reduces damage and impact of headshots taken. A vestige of the crucible of primordial life, born partially of devolution. It was considered a signifier of the divine in ancient times, but is now increasingly disdained as an impurity as civilization has advanced. It sounds like a PvP thing, because realistically, how many NPCs are taking headshots at us? Okay, that was an interesting encounter. The Omen Killer, and a chance to get into action with the warrior... Xena, the warrior princess. No, Nefeli Lu. Nefeli Lu. She done good. She is a good option to bring into the fight. What kind of... Was she doing like some Stormwind? Stormwind. Some Stormveil moves there? Could be a secret over here. Kind of almost need my torch, if I'm being honest. Do we have enough? Do we have the ability to... that would put us heavy load. Still don't quite have enough endurance to bring our torch. To bring out the torch. But it's fine. It's fine. The lantern, you know, is doing its job. No trap there. A rune arc. Gotta remember, rune arcs are a thing. I keep forgetting about them. As I'm probably forgetting about a lot of things in this game, but that's another thing that we could use. You know, I don't necessarily have to be using this this Star Scourge heirloom in order to be able to access or one hand the magma. What is it? The magma worm scale sword? Ooh, can we get on top of these rooftops? We can't. Does that do anything? Oh man, or am I just asking for death? I don't know if I can jump through these tree roots. Aha! Interesting. It doesn't look like it's actually getting us anywhere because there's no item up here. Unless it leads to some like super secret cave entrance or some shit. But I don't see it. I'm not seeing any secrets, so I think that's the end of the line. Is that the end of the line for the Albinauric village? Was there anything else down here? I think it just falls back into the poison swamp, correct? I think so. I am not 100% sure, but that's where we came up. There's the spirit in the distance. I think we have checked off, or we can now check off the Albinauric, the village of the Albinaurics, and we now have a very good reason to go. It's a dog. Okay. We now have a reason. We are definitely going to go talk to Latenna. We have a progression to her NPC quest line. And I'm curious if she will tell us more regarding this, the Grand Lift of Rold. But I'm just giving one more check to the village. Is that just a mushroom down there? I think so. Just a mushroom. That's fine. Okay, let's go see Latenna. We don't even have the other half of the Grand Lift, so of course, it doesn't make any sense for us to, like, I'm going to hold on to this for myself. I don't want to give it to Latenna. That doesn't make any sense. Just do what the game is telling you to do. Old Albus. We will make his wish come true. Make his dreams come true. Hopefully Latenna is still here. You have not gone anywhere. I have something for you.
I told the all-hearing brute already that I possess no such medallion.
Oh.
Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough?
Aha! Now the bit about the medallion makes sense. Okay, okay, okay. I am actually going to quickly check my notes for Latenna and remind myself if there was any other dialogue that she had. That also would be of interest to the whole Halig tree situation. Latenna, where you be? Latenna dialogue. That was it. That was all she said. Foul tarnished, what do you want? I told the all-hearing brute that I possess no such medallion. Or have you come to take more from me? Was my other half not enough? Is she talking about the other half of the medallion?
Oh. Do you speak true? So old Albus entrusted his medallion to you?
Part of it.
Then I have no choice but to trust that this was his dying will. Let's try again. I'm Latenna, an Albinauric, the same as old Albus. My apologies for my coarse words earlier. I presume the worst. Seeing that you're another tarnished like that all-hearing brute, I hope that you will forgive me.
So was she not talking about the wolf? Are wolves capable of being tarnished? Yeah, now I'm not so sure who she's talking about. Tell me more. There's got to be more to the story.
The medallion's better off in your hands anyway.
Okay.
Would you consider doing me a great service? I must go back. There is something I must do, even if I must say farewell to my wolf, Lobo. Will
Lobo!
you show me the way? To the land of Miquella's Halig tree. If
Oh.
you accept, I would gladly apprise you of the whereabouts of the medallion's other half.
Aha! Aha! There we go. Mystery perhaps about to be solved. Another mystery. The pronunciation of Halig tree. Okay. Lobo. I want to say Lobo. Is that not wolf in Spanish? We're going to do a quick bit of Googling here. I know that there is an American university, the New Mexico Lobos. Is Lobo Spanish for wolf? It is an Iberian wolf, a subspecies of gray wolf that inhabits the Iberian Peninsula, which includes northwestern Spain and northern Portugal. Boom. Okay, so that little bit of collegiate sports knowledge. Never thought that would ever come into play in Elden Ring. But yo, okay, so you're gonna tell me where to find the other half of the medallion. Of course I'm in. Lay it on me.
Thank you kindly. They say the other half of the medallion is beyond the Forbidden Lands, north of the Erd Tree, in Castle Sol, on the mountain tops of the Giants, accessible by the Grand Lift of Rold.
Castle Sol. As in sun? Is that another Spanish reference? Now I might be overthinking things. Let me check this one more time, though. We have to join the medallions to operate the Grand Lift. How do we get to Castle Sol if we need to go through the Grand Lift to get there? If we don't have both halves of the medallion. I'm sure it will illuminate itself fully down the road. Don't ask questions right now. Just know that it's going to be some ways off because it's beyond the Erd Tree. And at this point, in my mind, am starting to kind of, the vague order of things that I am starting to gravitate toward. I don't know that we'll hold fully to this. I'm starting to feel like Liurnia, Caelid, Altus is the natural path. But we'll see. Don't hold me to it.
Then I suppose it's time. Farewell, Lobo. My faithful wolf. My better half. I will go with the Tarnished, so that our journey will not have been in vain. Forgive me, Lobo.
Aww.
Call upon me when needed, and I will fight at your side.
Oh, wow. I totally was not expecting that. Latenna becomes an ashes. A set of ashes. What? She leaves behind Lobo. Shed a tear for Lobo. But Latenna gets to join us. What? That is so cool. As I directly walk over Lobo. I was wondering if there might be another bit of loot or something lore related that we would get. Let's update the site here by resting. But he is still here. Okay, so Lobo is not the all-hearing brute. Who would be the all-hearing brute? There's no way that would be Blythe, would it? Is it anybody we know? Latenna the Albinauric. A rare case of one who chose to become a spirit voluntarily. Latenna was renowned as a deft magic archer. But having lost her beloved wolf companion, Lobo, she cannot move from the place where she was summoned. She cannot move from the place where she was summoned. What? What exactly does that mean? Oh man, what a heartbreaking story. Rip Lobo, we never knew you. We never had the pleasure. Kind of want to go upgrade Latenna. Kind of want to see if we have the materials needed. What? What? Ensha of the royal remains? What? What the fuck? Okay, let me collect myself here as I get latency. Please don't fail me now, Elden Ring. Don't fail me now, PC Master Race. Ensha, I was not expecting this, I gotta admit. That was okay, and I'm getting the audio glitch as well, but what the hell? Ensha! What? Excuse me? What? Excuse me? Miyazaki, you glorious bastard. What in the hell? Flinging bone. Ensha of the royal remains. The royal remains. Holy shit. Okay. The royal remains. I'm thinking back to the opening cutscene where Gideon... What? Royal Remains armor set. What the actual hell, dude? Shit's getting real. Another potentially very badass armor set. Does Gideon have anything to say about this?
You. What is it?
Yes. There is stuff about Ensha. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. This game is incredible. Let me catch my breath here. Ensha was not the toughest invader that we have ever faced. Did it say round table hold when we warped in here? That was so... Everything was dark. There was like a weird... What was that aura that was around us? I don't know what... I'm going to have to watch that back. Eventually. Royal Remains. Greaves graced with gold human bones. Worn by the unspeaking adherent of Sir Gideon the All-Knowing. Slowly replenishes HP when HP is reduced. Oh no. I would have never guessed that there would be any sort of a trickle heal associated with this armor set. What? It is said that the bones belong to an ancient lord, the soulless king. The royal remains. The lord of the lost and desperate, who was known as Ensha. So this is supposed to be the ancient lord. For some reason, I note that Ensha is supposed to be connected to Gideon. Obviously, unspeaking adherent of Sir Gideon. Duh. Captain Obvious, connected to Gideon. What I mean to say is, with that knowledge, for some reason I'm trying to think through, or I'm thinking about Sir Gideon in the opening cutscene being buried in all those eyes and ears. But that doesn't seem like that's connected to the remains of a lord. Those eyes and ears. I don't know. All of these pieces of armor have this effect of slowly replenishing HP when HP is reduced. Okay. We might have to try that on for size. Why don't we, let's also read about the Clinging Bone. Horrific weapon made of a hardened skeletal arm, wielded by Ensha of the royal remains. Fitted by placing one's hands into the fist's grips until they dig in. Fitted by placing one's hands into the fist's grips until they dig in. Ugh. O clinging creature, a king relinquishes not the hand. And the skill is Lifesteal Fist. Skill that demonstrates mastery of the art of controlling vital energies. It's what we picked up in Caelid. The Dark Hand. It's got the Dark Hand. What? And it scales with Strength, Dexterity, and Arcane. Wow. Wow. Okay, now let's talk with Gideon. Gideon, dude, what did we do? What did we do to deserve such a treatment? It's too bad that we can't talk to him while we're doing this. That really is the actually what we are going to do is we're going to talk to him like this. Oh my god. All right, I'm not as in love with this armor set, but that helm, there is a little bit of a Dark Wraiths feel, right? If there were any recreation of the Dark Wraiths in spirit, at least, this is within that vein. All right, Sir Gideon, what do you have to say for yourself and your trusted companion? Question mark?
You. What?
I need answers.
Oh, my apologies for that nasty business. Ensha got rather ahead of himself, it seems. As his master, I'd like to express my regret. But now, Ensha is slain and gone. Finished. Forevermore.
That explained nothing other than the fact that you are Ensha's master, which I guess we already knew, right? What? That nasty business. Ensha got ahead of himself. What does that mean? Why would Ensha turn hostile to us?
Ah, yes. By way of apology, allow me to tender some advice in regard to the half of the secret medallion you possess.
Ooh.
Find the Albinauric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia.
Way ahead of you.
She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
I see. And there's more about the secret medallions. Okay, so it was precipitated presumably by the stuff that we just done at the village of the Albinaurics. Was Ensha connected to the Albinaurics in some way? Or is the fact that we now possess this medal, this medallion, why would that have made the royal remains hostile to us? Well, maybe he knows more. Maybe Gideon is supposed to be the all-knowing. Tell us, dude.
Find the Albinauric woman. She hides in a cave to the west of the Laskia ruins, which jut from the mist-shrouded lake of Liurnia. She knows the location of the medallion's counterpart, I'm sure.
Okay. Okay. Anything else that would be interesting here? I think Reichard was the snake guy that I was thinking of earlier.
Greater Reichard is the lord of the Volcano Manor on Mount Gelmir. He is a ruthless justiciar who commands a company of inquisitors, reviled for his serpentine demeanor. The volcano, Mount Gelmir, lies in the west of the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. It was the stage of the most appalling battle in the entirety of the Shattering. Reichard has committed the grave sin of blasphemy, marking himself as an enemy never to be forgiven.
Okay, that's the only blurb there. Serpentine demeanor. And he's committed the grave sin of blasphemy. What the hell? I just came back here to explore upgrading our new set of ashes, Latenna, and I'm set upon by Ensha. What in the actual hell? I guess we have a groovy new armor set, though, because we took care of business. The only other person who has made mention directly of Ensha, well, the person who originally revealed his name was Nefeli. Hopefully we can catch up with her. She's not here at the hold at the moment.
I asked you, be thankful it is all the key.
Nothing new with Dung Eater. I wouldn't imagine... Well, who knows? In Elden Ring, who knows? Who is going... What NPCs are going to progress when and in relation to whom? Who the hell knows? Everybody is leaving, by the way. We're going to end up... Well, yeah, we've lost now D. We've lost Dialos. We've lost Brother Corin. We haven't really lost Nefeli. We've crossed paths with her out in the wild. We're on the way to losing Roger. It's only a matter of time before... Oh, wait a second. We can see. We can see underneath. Okay. It's not... The death is not exactly sprouting out of you, is it? Spoilers. Spoilers. It's sort of sprouting out of the chair. This is not... This is against, I think, perhaps a violation of terms of service. Oh, man. Who else have we lost? Fia, of course, has absconded. Everybody is hitting the road. The Round Table Hold is no longer the where the cool kids hang out.
Greetings. Are you here for...
Yeah, can I please just do some spirit tuning? That's all I wanted to do. All I wanted to do was spend some of my runes on upgrading Latenna, which we're gonna do here because we do have spare Ghost Gloveworts. At least the first couple levels. We do not have... Well, we have Ghost Gloveworts. We just need runes, which we have plenty in reserve. So let's go sell some runes, shall we? And get our Albinauric friend upgraded. Let's do it. This is this game is something else. What a ride. Oh man. What an absolute trip. I need some runes. I'd like to do 3K.
Greetings. Are you here for spirit?
Oh man. Still collecting myself here. And then we have no Ghost Glovewort 4, so that's where we will have to stop our spirit tuning. We're also going to switch back our fashion souls. Well, do I want to... Okay, not just yet. We're not gonna change Fashion Souls just yet because I want to experiment. I had completely forgotten about the crystal tier that we picked up last time. This ruptured crystal tier causes concoction to explode. Like, what? We have to try this and see. Do we die? Is this a silly science death? We do take a hit. We don't die. But, what? Why is this a thing? Why? Causes the resulting concoction to explode. I did say that it had made me wonder about the converted fringe tower. Faith can be a volatile matter. I mean, I suppose that the enemy would also take a hit. But still, is it really going to do that much damage to the enemy where it would be worth anything in combat? There's no way that this is just here to, like, do the converted fringe tower. What? Oh, we're going to make a little sidetrack here because this, what the hell? Let me also, before I forget, let me also put, we'll replace our page with Latenna, because we have to try our new summon. Where are we going here? Converted fringe tower. What is even happening anymore? I've sort of lost what I was going to, what I was going to do next after this. Oh, right. Right. I think we were going to head to try to find a Glintstone key. I think that's a good idea. Finding a Glintstone key is probably a good idea. Now, there's no way that this is not how you... No. No. Nope, 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 nope. Was I supposed to blow up the statue? May erudition light the way. Yeah. There's something else here to figure out. But I also, the other thing to figure out is that I'm curious to figure out is what are we how do we make use of this thing? Is this just here for lore purposes? That, you know, some tiers are cracked. Not in a good way. I don't know. I don't know about that one. Let's put this back. And I am also going to bring back Faith. Just to give a little more boost to... do I want to do that? Or do I like this? We're going to actually keep the stamina. Keep the stamina recovery because we're swinging around the big old chunky sword and we need our stamina regen. Do I want to test out this? Recovers HP. Steady HP recovery when HP is low. I'm going to test that later. I'm not in the mood. I'm not in that much of a silly science mood at the moment. So we're going to go back. We're going to go back to the old... do I keep these greaves? The greaves are putting us at heavy load, so we're going to go back to... This is why I switched to the Land of Reed's greaves, because we need to stay medium load. We're not wearing our Erdtree's favor when we're using the Star Scourge heirloom. We could use a rune arc instead of the we've got 13 of these things and we know there's more to buy from vendors. We could just use one of these rune arcs and put back the Erdtree's favor potentially. We'll think about that. For now, we need to... What we're going to do for now is... We kind of have explored... Well, we're going to make it nighttime, first of all, just to... There is a wide open area out here. Potentially a spot for a deathbird. Or something else that might pop out only at night. So let's go nightfall. But I think now we're going to try to find a glintstone key. It feels like a good next course of action. Try to aim for the big objective first. The big overarching main objective. One of them, at least. I mean, it is kind of the big objective here in the Liurnia of the Lakes. So that's what we're going to do. I just wanted to check out here to see if there might be a deathbird. But, let's go and, we're actually going to set a beacon. Let's put a beacon on the map. And make our way to the beacon. And we whatever interesting stuff we find along the way. Because that's how Elden Ring works, you know? Let's get our lantern going here. Open world game. You set your main objective, but then, you know, whatever comes along. I am very much straying from this the mindset of slow and steady, thorough exploration. We are deviating from that from time to time. I should note something else. I should note another thing. When we do this, this flame grant me strength, not only does it give us, I think, a boost to physical attack and fire affinity, it also boosts our stamina recovery, it looks like. We get that icon on screen that is related to stam regen, which is awesome. It's just too bad that it doesn't last all that long. But who knows? We might find, eventually, a talisman. We might find a ring that allows us to extend the duration of our incantations. Spells? Maybe? Alright, we're hugging the wall here. I kind of do want to... I do kind of want to take on the balloon, though. The balloon full of enemies. Can we target the balloon? We can. Right, because the balloon... We've beaten these things before, haven't we? Beaten these things? We have dealt with these things before. When we first arrived in Liurnia way back in the day. Did it? No, they just fell down here. Golden Rune 6, that's right. Oh, there was a... Please drink. There was a splash damage. Got a 2-for-1 there. That was pretty cool. Nice. Yo, Frenzied Burst is actually... The range on this thing is legit. Marionette Soldier Helm. We were kind of right to call them puppets. Where did we get the idea to call them puppets? Was that from one of the spirits? Where did I get that idea? Okay. Also, I love recent items. This is great. Makes my life so much easier. Marionette Soldier Helm. Cylindrical helm of plate metal, reinforced with a lattice, worn by marionette soldiers. Served to craft... crafted to serve the sorcerers. The construction of this helm is remarkably crude. For a doll, the only thing that matters is that it does not break. They are actually puppets. Constructed by the sorcerers of Rhea Lucaria. Okay. Lots to potentially explore here. I see octopus, or octopi, I should say. Octopi. There are dragonflies that are buzzing around. The usual stuff that we see. Some interesting structures to examine more closely, but we're going to continue making our way somewhat straight for the Glintstone key. Or where I presume the Glintstone key to be. As we do that, we do come across another spirit. Another commoner spirit. Man, so many octopi. We have the octopus helm. that we could use to blend in. I think somebody said in the comments that this is a rare drop that we got rather lucky to have procured. I feel so fortunate. I feel so... My playthrough is complete, knowing that I have been so lucky. Ah, the poor fellow, gone perfectly mad. Love, revenge, the frenzied flame melts it all away. Ooh, okay, some reference to the frenzied flame. And where are you looking? Are you supposed to be looking in the direction of this rock formation here? This thing? Is that of any significance? There are some dead bodies on the ground, aren't there? Okay. Something significant would seem to be in that direction. We will check that out eventually. Let's keep going toward the beacon, though. Keep making our way. Also taking some time to just look around, see what we can see. I do see a Site of Grace. Might as well grab that while we're in the area. Did I hear an invisible or a translucent? I thought I might have heard a Mausoleum Warrior warping in and out of merging in and out of existence. Are these scarabs that I see in the distance? We are going to rest at the Temple Quarter. Temple Quarter, huh? These look like scarabs to me. Cerulean scarabs at that. Oh my god, there is a dragon. I'm sitting here focused on these. Like, wow, we've never seen scarabs just floating in the air like this. Oh shit, there's a dragon. Okay. We have no runes right now. It's kind of the perfect time to be taking on a dragon. Is it not? And if that's where, if that's how we have to get a Glintstone key, bring it on. Any prep that we want to do, I think we have our lineup set. Just a matter of learning how close we can get before the dragon decides it wants to do business. Let's go ahead and let's not get any greedier. Let's take our blessing spoon. And we'll start out with some frenzied verse, shall we? Glintstone Dragon Smarag. Wow, we are doing some good damage against you, aren't we? Yep, go ahead and roar your head off at us. Blue fire, oh shit, oh my god. Ay. I have no mana left. Yo, oh my god. I thought I was not gonna get a good roll there. We're not gonna go with the charge version this time. Okay, didn't get hit. We'll charge this one. Can we roll through it? Well, if I would have timed my roll correctly, maybe. Not that flask. That's the wrong flask. I just literally drank the wrong flask. How did I do that? I had time. Yeah. Sometimes the brain, sometimes the neurons just misfire. Okay. Glintstone, a Glintstone dragon. Glintstone dragon, not Smaug, Smarag. Cool. Cool. Let's do that again. The magma guillotine. Not sure if that's going to be a good option for this fight. Oh, he kind of just fell down to the ground. Interesting. So these scarabs are all... I mean, I presume... It's just cerulean scarabs, right? So... Okay, so we could potentially... that was the side of grace that I just came from. We could refill our cerulean flasks here if we really needed to in the heat of battle. I don't know that I want to be turning my back on a dragon to do that. But you know, if you're desperate enough, you might just do that. Maybe we can do pickled turtleneck. I am also looking in the... give me back my telescope here. Yo, who is that? I don't think that's Selen. It looks like one of the male stone crowns. But there are some items there, and what if one of those was a glintstone key? What if we don't even need to battle the dragon? We just run on in and snap up that glintstone key. I kind of want to fight a dragon, though. I kind of don't want to pass up the fight. Okay, I think our setup is... Frenzied Blast is okay. There are obviously other options that we could consider, but let's keep going with this for now. I probably have too many things on the action bar. It would probably be a good idea to remove the other two fire spells. Shit. Too early. I thought it would be run out by that time. I thought my roll was too early. Where's my roll? Oh my god. So now we're getting some moves that are reminiscent of Agiel. Tail Whip. Flying Dragon Agiel. Reapplying this flame grant me strength. I don't know if it's worth it. Dang it. Much too early on that. Still way too early, but it was kind of dying out. Forgot what that move was. Forgot. I forgot. This one, just run back? Is that better? Yeah, run out of range. There you go. I'm out of flasks. Wow. Surprising. Great enemy fell, and that was so many runes. Let's go. Oh, shit. We got another dragon heart, and we have now unlocked... Well, it says a new power is available at the church... No, the Cathedral of Dragon Communion. Which we did talk about last episode. Let's just check this real quick to make sure it's... Yeah, it's like the rest. Dragon hearts are dragon hearts. That's the real reason to take on the dragon, because you get dragon hearts. Okay. We are going to apply our trickle heal. And unfortunately, I am completely out of flasks here. Otherwise, I would use more at my disposal to make sure that I was healed up. But we can use the cerulean scarabs here to recharge our flasks. That was cool. A very similar fight to the flying dragon Agiel, except this one didn't really take to the air nearly as much. I don't know if that was a consequence of the fact that we were fighting off horseback. We stuck with a very much torrent-centric fight in against Agiel. But this one felt fine on foot. And, yeah. Not bad. Not bad. Now, is this an NPC? It does look like it's an NPC. I cannot target you. Or maybe it's not an NPC. It's actually just a loot corpse. Oh, shit. Well, that is an interesting twist. Wow. That is so creepy. That is so stinking creepy. I think we found a Glintstone key, though. Academy Glintstone key. We followed the clues. We found the Glintstone key. And some dragon wound grease, which we have not used yet. One of these times, we're going to use that. And some kukri. That's kind of random. Let's check out the Glintstone key, though. That was the main event. The main objective, key to open the Academy's 2 sealed gates. Let's fucking go. Activates warp magic bound within the seals. Warp magic bound within the seals. A Glintstone key will remember its user, meaning once used, it can never be passed on to another. Oh, the Academy does not welcome the indolent. So I was thinking about going back to talk to Sorcerer Topes, but now I'm not so sure, because wasn't he wanting to borrow our key once we were done with it? Let's check his dialogue. What did he say? After they declared they wouldn't interfere with the Shattering, the Academy cast repelling seals on the east gate leading to the capital and the south gate leading to here. As you might have guessed, the seals are still active, making an entry impossible without a Glintstone key. When they cast the seals, I just popped out, and now I'm uprooted from my place of learning. Okay, so when did he get, what was his... Without one, you can't pass through the academy. You'll never reach the Urtric capital. If you find an extra, perhaps, once you've tied up all your loose ends, and I can be very patient, would you consider donating it to me? I know I'm a Glintstone. But still, my place is at the academy. Oh, he did also have a blurb about Selen, which I had forgotten. Selen was well known, the most promising sorceress in the history of the academy. I followed her at school, but there may as well have been an ocean between us. But Selen was expelled from the academy, accused of unthinkable treatment of certain sorceries under the name of the Graven Witch. I still don't believe the accusations. The illustrious Selen would never do such things. It might be worthwhile to go and talk to both of them. We're gonna do that. We can take this off the map now. Let's quickly just check around to make sure that there is nothing else in the vicinity here that we would want to investigate. At least in the vicinity of this little rock formation. That was fun. That was fun. We had the one death there against the Glintstone dragon, but otherwise felt pretty nice to get it on the second try. Frenzied Burst did some good work. Not sure, once again, if we are boosting our damage by 20% with the flame grant me strength. If we are boosting the damage by 20%, the problem is it only lasts 30 seconds. So you really need to get, like, what, 4 Frenzied Burst casts in order for it to kind of... How much does this cost? I'm doing some over-optimization here on the fly. This costs 28, whereas we could just spend 24 to cast another Frenzied Burst. It may not be worth it, you know? It could be that this Flame Grant Me Strength is not worth it just to cast a fire spell, but where it may shine most is a weapon like the Magma Greatsword, or the Scale Sword, where you have both physical and fire affinity damage that the weapon is dealing, and both of those are getting boosted. I think that's really where the Flame Grant Me Strength is wanting to be used. It's like tailor-made to work with the Scale Sword.
Back to learn another. Why, of course.
Okay, it says give the Academy Glintstone key. What? What? I was not expecting to be faced with kind of a choice. If we give this to him, does that mean we're not getting into Raya Lucaria? Is that what this is? What? I don't like the sound of that. But it also says that once we have used this ourselves, it will remember its user, meaning once used, it can never be passed on to another. Is it possible that if we give this to him, like, we would have... He would lead us in to Raya Lucaria alongside him? Or... What? Before we do anything with Topes, we're going to check with Selen. Just in case she has something to say. Very suspicious of Selen, of course. knowing that there are 2 of her. What the heck's up with that? But even so, can she provide any
my apprentice
sort of
Shall we
guidance?
commence the lesson?
Nothing on this. And I presume that your twin copy clone the Witchbane Ruins. Witchbane Ruins. It feels... They're giving you the option to give the key to Topes. Oh, right. I forgot that thing, the amalgamation of... I forgot you pop out of the ground. I got worried that we were getting another Ensha-like thing happening. Same as before.
It will do no good, I swear it. And yet you persist. You frothing degenerates.
No business from the puppets, please. Marionette soldier armor. Filling out some fashion soul options. Let's also warp to the South Ray of Lucaria Gate. Hello there, Sir Jaren. It looks like he might come to the hold. He's sitting in a chair there that looks like maybe he's going to come to the hold. Oh, dude, there's a fire chariot down here. I didn't see that part at first. And I presume, you know, yeah, if we use the Glintstone key to open this ourselves, we're not able to give it to Sorcerer Topes. Okay, I'm gonna need some time to mull that one over. I don't exactly know what I want to do. Like, I mean, gosh, Ray of Lucaria is too important of a location, right? The idea that you would get locked out of that because you decided to give your key to Topes? Would they really do that? I didn't forget about the rune bear down here. What do we do? We could talk to the finger reader, Crone. Maybe that's what we do. See if this finger reader Crone has any advice for us. Because I need it. I need all the advice I can get. Somebody help. I am lost and confused. Or at the very least, indecisive. Oh, she's way over here. We have yet to deal with the wonderful salamander inhabitants of... Oh, she's up on the bridge. Oh, crap. Oh, crap. How do I get up there? By going down through the Rhea... I'm supposed to come from this... I'm supposed to come from this side. Oh, crap. There's a whole bunch of enemies to run through. I don't know if I want to do this. All right, well, I mean... We don't have to run through the enemies. We can just kill them. We can take them out. The flame chariot is a little bit disconcerting. Oh, but we do have the ability to summon. You know what that means. Latenna time. It's time for the Albinauric. Hi there. Dude, look at your bow. Oh my goodness. Dude. Dude. Okay, maybe we found... Are you on your knees? Interesting. Okay. All right, that's your That's your pose, your firing pose. Got it. We may have found our new bestie in terms of summons. That did not have splash damage like I was hoping it would. There it is. 2 for 1. Okay, so Latenna is posted up. Posted up. Does she follow us? Or is she really just gonna chill here? Is that what her item said and I didn't understand that? She cannot move from the place where she was summoned. Oh my god, I didn't realize that was actually literally applying to where you summon her as a spirit ashes. She's not moving. What? Okay. Latenna, you sure we can't like come up with some sort of a compromise here? All right, we're gonna I guess lure this guy back in. Come on over here. Come on over here. In range of the help. Oh no. I gotta be careful. Yeah, I had a feeling that was gonna... Okay, it does open up the ability for Latenna to help us out. And she is being enough of a distraction here. Nice. Okay, cool. Cool. Okay, well, we're gonna have to unfortunately leave Latenna behind. That is, you live and learn. Although, at the same time, she does have a heck of a range, doesn't she? She really does have... Maybe she has infinite range, possibly? Who knows how this works? You're gonna really come at me with the crossbow? Okay, I guess you got me. I guess you got me. Are you happy? I hear a scarab. Yo, am I just roasting this dude? Is he being stun locked into submission? Okay, that cost us all of our FP. But that was kind of fun. Not gonna lie. Didn't realize that the Surge of Flame had so much stopping power. Where is this scarab at? On the way to the finger reader Crone, I think. Somewhere in the neighborhood of... Maybe below us, actually. Possibly below us. Are these doors that I can interact with? Does not appear, so... that was pretty sick. Surge of... Alright, Latenna is going to be out of range. So, interesting. Latenna just posts up and that's it. You're just not going to get her to move after she has taken root, I guess. All right, finger reader Crone time. Will you have anything to say regarding what we should do with our glintstone key?
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers.
Yes, I know the fingers. You love them.
Oh, bless you. Michaela's favor can be yours. Slaughter, slaughter, slaughter. The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot. Pity the poor, poor fool.
This game is so stinking weird, but in talking about Miquella, I think she may have the all-hearing brute. Let me read that one more time.
You're Miquella's favor.
Slaughter.
Slaughter.
The all-hearing slaughtered.
Slaughter. The all-hearing slaughtered. But alas, it was for naught. But all you need do is snatch it from the big pot. Pity the poor, poor fool.
Snatch it from the big pot. What the hell? Also, I do see a golden seed. Not that that's exciting at this point. I mean, it's like moderately exciting, I guess. But not as exciting when you need 4 of them. Holy shit. Okay, well, I do not know what I'm going to do with this glintstone key. So we are going to hold on to it for the moment. We will keep exploring here as I did take my break, which means I rebooted the game, and it does appear what I think I had noticed before at some point. I'm not sure if it was on a fresh file or if it was while somehow discovering that while playing on the main file, but it does appear that once you have rebooted the game, you can actually summon again. It's a way to kind of get around the inability once you've lost your summon, whether that is phasing out your Ash of War or through their demise at the hands of the enemies. One way or the other, you are allowed to bring them back into the fight if you decide to do the old reboot. So we might take advantage of that here with Latenna, potentially. Let's get on Torrent and try to give a little bit of thorough treatment here to this area outside of Rea Lucaria. Not sure if we're going to continue with the rest of well, let's just see what there is here. Let's just see what we can find, and then we will decide what else we want to do with our time, the time remaining in our episode. There is a path that leads downward into, what was this place called? The Academy Gate Town. I was thinking back for a second to the message way back at the start, the first step, the message that was left for us by Bare. But he was not... Didn't he mention Gate Town? I think he also said a Blood Church, or the Blood Rose Church, or the Rose Church? Not totally sure. What's over here? Oh, that's a neat trick. I don't think I'd seen that one yet. He threw the sorcery on the ground. He threw it on the ground. And then it launched back at us. Some glintstone fireflies for our trouble. Is there really an opening here that I just completely missed? There was. Look at that. Okay. What are we going to do with this Glintstone key? I would love to live in this world where, similar to what we did with Latenna, and offering the medallion, she ended up saying, no, it's okay. You take it. I have another purpose to serve. I wish we could count on Sorcerer Taupe's doing the same thing, but I'm not so sure that we can't. Did I already explore back here? I think I did. It's been a long day, and I'm beginning to lose a little bit of... Well, I'm beginning to lose track of exactly what we've done. We had not done this yet, though. He really blocked a lot of that damage, didn't he? A blue-white wooden shield. The play session would not have felt complete if I had not managed to get that piece of loot. So good, good, good. Okay. Blue-white wooden shield. Not item crafting. Small wooden round shield that has been reinforced with metal. Light and easy to handle, but cannot offer the damage negation of a true metal shield. Said to represent the stars of the night sky, portending fate. Stars of the night sky. The whole situation with Radon, the Star Scourge Radon. Were the stars actually like meteors? Was there perhaps an actual meteor shower that was falling on the place, and Radon decided, well, maybe not decided, but was like the only person who could actually, you know, deal with it? He had the gravitational powers to actually take on the meteors. He was the only guy for the job. I don't think I need this flame grant me strength, but I like it. I like it. Ow. Wow. Oh my gosh, those were so much more damage than I was expecting. Okay, we need to definitely dodge through those. Ooh, there we go. We finally got a 2-for-1. The damage from the lava pool did the trick there. That was nice. Why can I not loot that corpse? I actually have to just jump up here. Shatter Shard Arrow Fletched. A new type of magic arrow, sounds like. Arrow whittled from animal bones tipped with a shard of crystal, creates a resonating noise at the point of impact. Can we craft this? I feel like we can craft maybe the regular version. Crafting, please. The regular Shadow Shard, but we don't have yet the fletched version. I have not tried to make use of those. I can't target the scarab from here. And I'm guessing if I tried... That crab has shiny eyes. Alright, we are going to maybe try to deal with this crab. We'll see. I got some runes on the line. Would hate to just go and willy-nilly lose my nice little pile of runes that we just accrued from the... I want to say Smaug. The dragon Smaug. But that's not... What was it called? Smarag? Already forgot. It's been a long day, like I said. Is there anything else? Are there any other crabs? This is a big area. This is a big area. And it's a little sus. That is very potent. My goodness. Hold on here. Okay. That guy did have the golden eyes because we got 2,500 runes almost. Huh. Okay. Well, let's reapply our blessing spoon and our flame. Grant me strength. I'm also going to give some soft cotton here, just in case there's some fall damage involved. Academy Gate Town. Okay. Got a little scared by the title card there for a second. Really is not going to let me target the... Why are you not letting me target? Target the scarab. I just want to target the scarab. Is that too much to ask? Instead, I gotta deal with these nuisances. Not necessary to get the riposte. Don't know why I'm trying to get that. Totally not necessary. Okay, so we're not allowed to target this guy directly, so we're gonna have to do it with a bit of manual targeting. Can we do this with the spell? How good do you think my aim is? Wait, we can do this with a telescope, can't we? A la DS2? Kind of? Yo! I kind of forgot about that, if I'm being honest. We get Charge Forth, Ash of War. Cool. Oh, and there was an item over here. Let's get that as well. Three Smithing Stone 2s. Awesome. We'll check out the Ash of War in a second here. But we'll see if we can... Okay. I think we have dispatched with the Radagon forces. I'm presuming that they are Radagon's forces. That makes sense in this zone. They've got the sorceries that they would have gotten from... I guess maybe they're Renala's forces as well, if we're, you know, following the lore of the whole union of moon and sun? I might need to review some Turtle Pope lore, but we had Renala and Radagon sitting in a tree. Not the Ur tree, though, notably. Is there any chance we can get on top of any of these buildings? Is that a thing? Do we need to think about that at all? Or is my brain starting to melt because it's been a long day and a long play session? I'm gonna start theorizing about weird converted fringe tower theories again. Okay. Before we do that, before we do any of that nonsense, let's check out Charge Forth. Quickly charge forward with the armament at the hip, carrying the momentum into a thrust. Hold to cover a greater distance. Cool. Very, very cool. Where do we want to go next? I don't think I want to do the rest of the Gate Town right now. We'll kind of come back to that. Circle back when we fully explore the lake. What we could do is we could scout things out. We could go to... I think that's actually what we'll do. Well, actually, hold on. I also did just remember that we had this over here that I'm curious about. So let's go to the Crystal Tunnel. And let's head up the elevator here. Yeah, there it is. Had to think for a second which way I was going. And, what time of night is it? We're not quite late night. So the mausoleum is going to be ringing away. But we can make it over here to this candle holder. See if this thing is even active. Because I think once you have completed the objective that these things are tied to, you can't necessarily... I think that's the case. I think this might have been another thing that I noticed on the fresh file. I'm not sure. Maybe I noted it here on the main file as well. But once you have, like, so the first one of these that we found pointed us to Blythe and the ruins that he was at. The second one we found pointed us down to a spot in the Weeping Peninsula where we found, I think, a rune bearer. A cave with a rune bearer. And then this... I'm guessing this would have pointed us to the Rhea Lucaria tunnel. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I think we can, though, take this off the map. Might even take this off the map, because do I really need to farm sunflowers anymore? Okay, let's go here to Laskyar Ruins, where we have already the tip that was given to us by Gideon as to where to find Latenna. That's something we've already done. But we can make it here too. Let's put a beacon on the telescope. The bird's eye telescope. We love our telescopes. It wouldn't be Elden Ring without the telescopes. And we're gonna see if we can find anything interesting that we might want to spend our time on here at the end of the episode. And hopefully not get eaten by giant lobsters. I see giant octopi. Do I see any giant lobsters? So far, we're okay on that front. Let's take the beacon off. And let's take a look in the telescope. It is nighttime. It might have been a good idea for us to switch it to daytime, but let's see what we can see. Zooms in on Rhea Lucaria to start. What am I going to do with the Glintstone key? We're going to, I think for now, we're just going to keep exploring Liurnia and hope that we can come across somebody that might have some information or some guidance as to, you know, what we want to do with our Glintstone key. Is it really the only copy that we're going to have access to? Is there ever a chance that we can get another? And that we can afford to give Topes one as well? We've got an area here with all these crystal formations. Are we going to find some crystallians here? Thought I might have seen a giant lobster at first. There's a lot of these little six-sided, like almost like the top of a building that has now sunk down into a swamp. But these are all over the place. Did we find one of these here in Laskyar? Was that housing a sending gate? It was, wasn't it? And there, maybe we have even found others? I'm going to back out of the telescope so I can look at... They are here on the map. Now, it doesn't show in the case of Laskyar unless there might be a hexagon right here underneath the ruins. So these are noted on the map, it looks like. As I can see this one here. And then there's like a border around it. What's that about? Well, why don't we just check this one out and see.
Hello. over here.
The look of shock and amazement on my face as the wind starts to howl.
Hello? Hello? Right over here.
Somebody new. Somebody altogether new. And my goodness. An interesting face. I thought at first it might be our blind maiden, who we would have already been reunited with. Who are you?
Hello. It's rather chilly here, isn't it? My mistress sent me off on an errand, but I was accosted by a ruffian. And now I'm in a bind. Could I ask you lend a hand? Perhaps. That thug made off with a precious necklace. I need someone to retrieve it. Only, he too is tarnished. If you've any qualms confronting your own, I shall find another.
I don't think we have any qualms, especially if he just, you know, for no reason. What'd you say? He took your necklace? I will hear your request.
Oh, thank you dearly. What a blessing that we've met like this. The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back.
An abandoned home. Raya the Scout. I thought for a second this might be the person that Dialos was looking for, but I think this is just somebody completely new.
The thug should be resting at an abandoned home down the way. Please, I must have the necklace back.
Wow, that was a so many surprises in this game. So many things that are just waiting for you to discover, including hapless maidens in distress. Maybe. You can never be... You always got to be a little bit sus of NPCs in a FromSoft game. Stuff is often just not as it seems, and very well be maybe more to the story. Where would this abandoned home down the way? Would it be in Gate Town somewhere, I wonder? Seems like that might be the most likely suspect. Are there any other... It's so dark and foggy right now. Kind of need it to be daytime for us to do the scouting that we really want to do. I'm very curious to make it up to the top of this plateau. How are we meant to do that? We haven't found a way so far. I think this is where we started, right? We started here. When we started back to Liurnia, which was the last episode. And then we went through the Poison Swamp a bit. We found the Albinauric village. I can just barely make out the bridge that we went across. And then we battled Omen Killer. She must be talking about Gate Town. Surely. Right? Ha 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 ha. Just have the urge to check out this set of ruins up here. Is there ever a world where there's a death bird? God damn it. Why do I open my mouth? Ah! Not that we're particularly scared of death bird. Not that we're particularly on edge about Deathbird, but my goodness. I swear this is a blind playthrough, folks. But I have noticed the pattern. Patterns have been noticed. You see a set of ruins at night. There's a good chance you're getting Deathbird. I'm not popping a gold foot for that. It might be a pretty decent amount of runes. Ah. Maybe we should be popping foul feet for mini bosses. Just do it by default because you can craft. How many can we craft? A whole bunch. Just get those bonus runes. Why not? Red feathered branch sword. We do have a talisman. We don't have another talisman slot yet, but we have another talisman to add to the mix. Boy, do we have the answer for Deathbirds or what? Lots of sanctuary stones, lots of ruin fragments. Wow. I mean, you gotta be honest, right? Like this, it's just this one. Like, is there any other? Okay, there are some other ruins spots around the map here, but this one just felt so conspicuous. Promise you, this is a blind playthrough. 100% not scripted. Let's check out our talisman. Red feathered branch sword. Raises attack power when HP is low. Got it. Our red tear stone? Tear stone? Is that what it was called? Talisman adorned with red feathers, once used in ancient death rituals. We got the counterpart to this already, right? Wasn't that like the first Deathbird that we found in Limgrave? Gave us this one? Wasn't it? The heart sings when one draws close to death, and a glorious end awaits those who cling so tenaciously to life. Slightly different text from the first one. Cool. Cool. Probably a talisman. I don't know. Maybe we should be using that. Maybe we should. Maybe there is some experimentation to be had. The logic for the Akinar brain has always been, I've always thought of these trinkets. Well, I guess not always, but once I did hear that they are said to be used by speedrunners, at least for DS1. That well, not the blue feathered one, but the red, the red tear stone ring. That is like a go-to for boosting your damage. It relies on you not getting hit. You have to get your HP low enough for it to matter, and then you have to not die. And that was the part that I always just figured in my still very inexperienced Elden Ring self, that I was just not going to be able to really get good usage out of that. Let's get this site of grace that I just happened to see as I was looking around, and I think that is where we're going to wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. It is, I think, going to end up being a little bit shorter than some of our other episodes, but I have to call it quits here because I am just, my energy level has just dropped precipitously. It has been a really fun episode, but I can tell I'm recording late in the day, which is unusual for me. I'm usually one to record in the morning time, but I happen to be recording. There's another site of grace over there. Do we have that one already? I don't think we have that one. There's another site of grace. Should we just grab that one as well? Is that the house? Is that the house? Hold the phone for just a second here. Hold the phone for just one stinking moment. Now I can feel a little bit better. about potentially going into a fight because we were told that a nearby abandoned house might be the site of a fellow tarnished. Or not. Or maybe, because there is an NPC here. The Broil Prawn Shack. Dude heard that that Red Lobster was going bankrupt, and he decided to take matters into his own hands. What am I thinking about? I want to check. No, I don't want to. Okay. I was going to check the map to see who this guy is, but let's talk to him first. I cannot target him. Is this the guy?
What are you looking at? You trying to start something, mate?
It is the guy. I just realized this dude is wearing like the Horus mask. He's much more articulate than Horus. Okay, hold on. Hold on. Now I'm going to check. Blackguard.
What the hell is wrong with you? You trying to start something? Piss off before I crack you in half.
Okay, you know what? I was gonna look for a way to resolve this peacefully, but you had to go and just be a rude motherfucker.
Ah, that necklace what you're after, is it? Well, show me what it's worth to you, and I'll consider parting ways with it. I'm not in love with it or nothing.
Oh, we get to do deal or no deal. What could we possibly deal or trade? Now I'm curious. We must explore this.
Shrewd one, Chief. First, you hand me the runes.
Oh, runes. Okay, of
Don't
course.
try nothing, neither.
Okay. Purchase. Oh, for 1,000? Oh, I was thinking it was going to be like 10K or 20K. A pitiful 1K. You could have maybe tried to drive a harder bargain than that. But then at the same time, you might have ended up dead. So who knows? This might be for the best for all of us. Raya's necklace. Rhea? Necklace stolen from Raya by the Blackguard. Features a relief of a dignified-looking woman from a foreign country. Appears to hold great significance for Raya. Okay, let's purchase.
All right. Take it. Thing's no damn use to anyone anyway. Your bloody idea, mate. Don't come crying to me later.
I want to get a little bit of a closer look at this guy. If the game will let me. There we go. Oh my god, you can see his eye. Do you need some help getting that thing off? Do you need some help getting off this? That helm does seem uncomfortable, to say the least.
Oh, piss off. What is it now?
Guess not.
Oh, I see.
Oh.
You want some of me prawn?
Sure.
Freshly cooked it is. All right then. It's yours. If you can meet me price. I could be persuaded to sell you some other bits too. If you've got the runes.
Oh, he is going to turn into a vendor. What do you have to sell? Just the broiled prawn. Boosts physical damage negation for a time. Oh, shit. We've kind of been looking for something like this, haven't we? I don't think we've had the ability through either incantation or consumable to reduce physical damage. That's cool. He sells unlimited of these for 600 runes. I like that. I think I'm going to buy 5 of these with my 3k runes that I have sitting around. A prime specimen of plump and moist meat. True connoisseurs know how to keep from oversalting. Got to reduce that sodium intake. Both for health reasons, during and not during gaming sessions. The meat actually looks to have come from a crayfish. Not that it matters, it's delicious all the same. Hook me up. Hook me up, buddy. Oh, that opens up a talk option as well. Okay, let's go down the list here. Tell me, you know something about this mysterious Rhea? Maybe you know how to pronounce her name?
Oh. So you met the girl, did you? Alright, well, sort the particulars of the matter. But it ain't my fault she's stupid enough to get duped, is it?
Oh.
Anyway, she ain't alright, that one. Lucky she ain't died on the bloody roadside, I reckon.
Okay, so it wasn't outright, it wasn't the theft of a, of the coercive sort, I suppose.
You're tarnished too, ain't you? Can you see it then? The guidance of grace, I mean. I can't see it at all no more. Makes no bloody sense anyway. Why some no-name shithead like me should get called to the lands between. Cruel bloody joke, you ask me. Maybe something went titsa with it. Maybe it's been broke for a good long time. The earth tree, I'm saying.
Interesting. Who else mentioned the fact that they can't see the grace anymore? Is it Roger? The guidance of grace? You know what also, as I'm listening to this guy's voice, this dude sure sounds like he wants us to stamp some vermin. Lord Buckethead! Also, what was the headless guy's name, or rather the head dude's name in DS2? I think that's the voice actor. Blackguard.
Never met someone with a taste for prawn I couldn't trust. We'd make good mates, I reckon. I'll be seeing you.
What? Gives us a gesture as well? Sure. We had this one in DS3, I think, right? Yep. Just sometimes you feel like it's actually kind of a T-pose, isn't it? A T-pose of a different sort. All right, Blackguard. Dude, what was the guy's name in DS2? That's gonna bug me. I need to remember. What was his name? Okay, let's go back over to Rhea. We have her necklace. We should admonish her to be wary who she does business with in the future. But either way, we have a necklace. That voice actor is so good. If it is who I think it is. Even if it's not. If it's a similar voice actor. Such a good accent.
The thug should be resting at an abandoned home
Yes.
down the way.
Yes.
Please, I must have the necklace back.
I got it for you. I got your necklace.
Oh yes, that is my missing necklace. Thank you kindly. I am in your debt. Did I forget to announce myself? I am Rhea, in the service of Lady Tanith of the Volcano Manor. I seek stalwart tarnished, who might join our house. You are very brave yourself. Not only a steady hand, but a steady heart. Merciless, even to your own kind. Such strength is precisely what my mistress seeks. Please, take this.
Straight up gives us a volcano manor invitation. What do you know?
Brave Tarnished. Seek the Altus Plateau, the realm of the Erd Tree. Most Tarnished are doomed to wander the outskirts of the lands between, peering wistfully at the towering Erd Tree. But you are no ordinary Tarnished. And once that is proven, the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Oh, and one more thing. Only for you. This land of Liurnia is connected to the Altus Plateau by the Grand Lift of Dectus, beyond the High Road. But the lift has been defunct for an age, meaning there's no simple means of passage. Instead, you must seek the old ruins in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends, linking Liurnia to the Altus Plateau. I have faith in you. A champion through and through. I do hope that we can meet again.
As is too often the case in this game, way ahead of you.
Seek the old ruins in the cliff. At the base of the valley, near the Grand Lift, there's an old tunnel. It was excavated from both ends. I have faith in you. I do hope.
Lady Tanith. Letter given by Raya as thanks for retrieving her necklace. Contains an invitation to Volcano Manor. Brave Tarnish. Seek the Altus Plateau in the realm of the Erd Tree. Prove yourself by making this journey, and the Volcano Manor will fully extend its invitation to fight amongst a family of champions. Okay. That is where we will wrap up this installment of Elden Ring. Look at those eyes. Such trustworthy, totally not sus eyes. We'll see. We've got an invitation now to the Volcano Manor. So that is down the road for us eventually. We have met the Blackguard. Wait, did he leave already? No. Is he gone? Dude, we needed to buy more. We needed to buy more shrimp from this guy. No. God damn it. All right, I hope we are going to find the Blackguard at some point in the future, because that guy's cool. That guy's cool. I still can't remember what that guy's name was in DS2, but like I've got Garank, the Beast Clergyman, in my head for some reason. I don't know why that's there, but another fun episode. It's just the twists and turns in this game is ridiculous. We were introduced to Ensha finally in a not so friendly way. The royal remains, and we have now as well. We have gotten the Glintstone key, but what are we gonna do with it? I don't know. My indecision, my paralysis by analysis. We'll keep mulling it over. Oh, has she left already too? They're both out. They both hit the road. They are done. I probably need to go through and do some backtracking through the parts that we've already visited as well. At least a little bit more thorough backtracking to see if we can find the Blind Maiden somewhere. But who knows? Maybe she's already headed to the Altus Plateau as well. Maybe that's just where all the cool kids go. And we need to get there eventually, but we've got so much still to do. So many things to do. It's kind of amazing. It almost feels like you're just never going to run out of things with this game. And that's kind of great, isn't it? I'm tired, but I'm also marveling at just how freaking cool this game is. And overwhelmed once again by how big this map is going to get. But we'll leave it there for now. Thank you all very much for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one.